It was about 8 years ago when I first began working on legislation to expand access to life-saving allergy medicine called epinephrine. That was following the tragic death of a young student who had experienced a severe allergic reaction in a school cafeteria. That effort resulted in what's now known as the Illinois School Access to Emergency Epinephrine Act. And like many good laws, the idea for the bill came from a constituent of mine. In this case, it was a very special constituent, my wife, Faye, who's actually here in the audience. Now, 4 years later, tragedy associated with allergies hit home here in Elmhurst when our own Annie Laguerre passed away in August of 2015. And following the loss of Annie, we began another effort to expand access to epinephrine here in Illinois. That effort resulted in the Annie Laguerre Law, which allows epinephrine to be carried by any entity where allergens may be present, such as colleges, daycare facilities, recreation camps, sports arenas, and of course, why we are all here today, police departments. Today's bill amends that law to address an issue regarding healthcare provider liability, which has emerged over the last year as an obstacle for police departments that want to equip their officers with epinephrine, such as the City of Elmhurst Police Department, of which I am very proud of their efforts in this regard. And as with many laws, you may ask whether this bill will indeed make a difference. Will this really save lives? And let me share just one statistic with you, if I may. Each year, the state generates a report on the use of undesignated epinephrines in schools across the state. They do a report on the 2011 bill that we passed 7 years ago. The state has reported that this medicine was administered 122 times in the most recent school year for which data is available. That means that there were 122 times when trained professionals made a determination that someone's life was in danger and that this medicine might prevent a fatality. A statistic like that leaves no doubt in my mind that expanding access to epinephrine across our state, whether in school cafeterias, at Park District summer camps, or in the hands of police officers responding to a 911 call, does indeed save lives. But as with anything that succeeds in Springfield, this was a team effort. And in particular, I'd like to extend my thanks to County Board Member Pete DeCiani for suggesting a solution when a problem arose, and for Representative Deb Conroy for carrying this bill in the House, and of course, a deep debt of gratitude to Governor Rauner for taking time from his busy schedule to join us in signing this bill. But the largest thank you, of course, must go to the Laguerre family, and in particular to Shelley Laguerre, who has tirelessly worked on this bill and has worked on efforts to expand access to epinephrine. Shelley has turned the tragedy of losing a child into the triumph of saving lives of others. So thank you, Shelley, not just on my own behalf or on the behalf of everyone in this room, but on the behalf of countless number of people across our state and even throughout the country whose lives have been saved and will be saved in the future because they were able to receive epinephrine within the first few minutes of experiencing severe anaphylaxis.